The competition to find the best young cook in the country is back. From over 1,000 applications, only 32 cooks have made it to the heats. Now, top chef John Torode and food blogger and TV cook Donald Skean have to decide which cook is good enough to win the title of Junior MasterChef.
Junior MasterChef, 4 great cooks, and I hear they're all passionate about cooking.
I'm incredibly excited to see these guys cook. It's going to be amazing.
Our 4 cooks are going to face 2 challenges today. First, a masterclass from me on how to make profiteroles and a beautiful chocolate sauce.
And then afterwards, they're going to be cooking 2 of their most favourite dishes for us to taste.
Competing today are Jack, Corinne, Sam and Tom.
I want to be a restaurant owner and have a Michelin star, hopefully.
The kind of cook I am is very creative, inventive and passionate.
I think I'm dedicated to cooking, but when I come to the kitchen, I'm really good and show who I am.
Well, I'm very competitive. I don't like losing, which I'm honest about that.
Well, today is going to be tough. We can only take 1 cook through to the quarter-final.
Good morning and welcome to Junior MasterChef. Today's masterclass, profiteroles and chocolate sauce. Delicious.
Has anyone ever tried making profiteroles before?
Tried it once.
How did it go for you?
Well, I forgot a bit of the recipe, so they went a bit wrong.
First thing we're going to do is make the choux pastry. So into a saucepan, you're going to put 150 mils of water, butter, a pinch of salt and a pinch of sugar, and melt the whole lot. As soon as your butter is melted in the water, you add the flour. Be careful at this stage because the liquid's hot. Beat the flour into it, and it becomes completely smooth. That's the base of your paste. And the egg now needs to be added to this quite slowly. I don't know how to explain this without saying it looks a bit snotty.
You all following so far?
Yep.
Piping bag. And you use it the same way as if you were writing with a pen. A little swirl, and then pull it really quickly.
About how long are they in the oven?
They're going to be in there for 15 minutes.
Thank you.
We're now going to make the filling. Add your double cream, whip it, then add confectioner's custard or creme patissier, and then put your mixture inside the piping bag. When the choux's nice and cool, make a little tiny hole in the bottom of them. Put the 2 together, and you've got to feel the filling going in with your left hand. Now for the chocolate sauce. So water, sugar, cream, and finally the chocolate. Put it over low heat. Make a little design out of them. And there you have it. Profiteroles and chocolate sauce.
That really looks delicious, doesn't it?
Very nice, yes.
So dig in. What do you think?
Best I've ever had.
Now I've shown you what to do, I'd like you to go back to your benches, wash your hands, and cook.
"12-year-old Jack is from Dorset. He likes to cook dishes from all over the world and makes dinner for his family at least twice a week.
When I cook, it's just amazing. It just makes me calm, makes me happy. Like smells, and that just sends me off into another world.
How old were you when you first started cooking, Jack?
3 or 4. I was with my nan and we baked Rice Krispie cakes and I loved it. It was a lot of fun.
So who in your family is your big inspiration in the kitchen?
It would be my mum, my nan, but definitely my neighbour Liz. She's always helped me. She does really nice roulade.
Jack, any ambition for when you grow up?
I'm gonna travel the world and just find hidden recipes and secrets behind all the food we eat.
Fantastic. Great ambition, Jack.
Thank you.
Twelve-year-old Corrine is from Hertfordshire. Corrine cooks 3 times a week for her sister when her mum is at work, and she loves to cook Caribbean food.
I try to stick to my roots where I'm from because I love cooking curry goat, and whenever I do it, I never go wrong.
Corrine, Junior MasterChef, you're here cooking. How does that feel?
Amazing, because I get to meet you and I get to have a chance to win this.
In your family, who is your biggest inspiration?
My mum. She taught me how to cook, and she grew up in Jamaica, and she's given me this opportunity to do all of this. As well as my dad, but yeah.
So, Corrine, what do you want to be when you grow up?
A teacher. I love cooking, but I can always cook as my passion.
Or you could be a cookery teacher.
There you go.
There you go. Sorted. We've worked out your life plan, Corrine. You have had 20 minutes. You are halfway there.
11-year-old Sam is from Somerset. On a recent holiday to Thailand, he was invited to the chef's kitchen to make a spicy Thai soup.
Cooking after school is relaxing because it gets me away from the stress of homework and stuff like that.
Sam, why do you love cooking?
Because I think it brings people together and I can show my passion in my food.
Okay. How old were you, Sam, when you first started cooking?
About 4 or 5.
So we got 6 years of skill under our belt.
And how many people have you cooked for at one time?
About 30 to 40.
30 or 40?
We went to my friend's, Burns night party and I made some haggis bargies.
So you don't feel the pressure at all today. You've cooked for 30 or 40 people in one go. Wow.
Yep.
We're expecting great things, Sam. Good luck with it.
Thank you.
12-year-old Tom is from Nottinghamshire. Tom loves to play cricket, and his speciality dish is fried octopus.
I love cooking because when people try my food and they like it, it makes me feel really good inside because it gives me the knowledge that I've done well.
Tell me why you love to cook, Tom.
Well, I love to cook because I'm able to express my passion for what I do. I'm able to maybe experiment.
Do you have somebody you feed your experiments to?
Well, mainly my dad and my brother.
Tom, there's a bit of pressure in the kitchen today. Are you feeling competitive?
Very. I don't like losing, but for me it's an advantage so I can push myself.
Good luck with your profiteroles. "30 seconds to finish your plate, please."
That's it. Time is up. Please step away from your plates.
It's now judgment time. Are the choux buns well-formed and golden brown? Is the cream filling light and airy? And will the chocolate sauce be velvety and smooth?
Jack, shall we start with yours? I like this pile of little tiny profiteroles. It almost looks like a Christmas tree. It looks celebratory. Those little tiny discs of choux pastry, although they are a little bit soft, are full of that wonderful cream. Chocolate sauce, I think, is a great consistency. I just want more.
The creme patisserie is lovely, creamy. You got the really nice texture from the choux buns. I know they're small, but they're definitely there. And it looks good. That's the great thing here.
Thank you. I haven't cooked profiteroles before, so it was the first time. It was all right, but I only put a little bit of chocolate sauce on it. John loves this chocolate sauce, so I made him a little bit sad.
Corrine, these are amazing. They're the right shape, they're the right colour, presentation's absolutely perfect.
Thank you.
You've got this spot on visually, so let's try them and taste them.
Always a great sign when somebody takes a second mouthful, and Donald's done exactly that, and there's a reason for it. They're absolutely perfect. Your chocolate sauce isn't grainy with sugar, it's all been dissolved very, very well. Your little puff buns are perfectly formed. It's great, Corinne.
Thank you.
Really, really good.
I'm loving the fact that the cream inside is wonderfully spongy and still quite light and moist. And then that dark chocolate sauce, beautiful on top. So delicious. Well done. This is spot on.
Thank you. John said to me that if someone takes a second bite, that means it's really good. And Donald had a second bite.
Let's try yours, Sam. I like the fact you've given us a choice of the chocolate sauce on the side.
Let's go. There's a touch of graininess to the chocolate sauce, but it's not the end of the world.
Your profiteroles just need to be cooked a little bit more. They're still a bit soggy. But first time ever made it, you know, and following recipe, really, really well done. Really well done.
I think I did pretty good. I think there were some things that I needed to do a bit better on. I think I needed to bake my profiteroles for a bit longer.
Tom, your even colour around your little choux pastry buns is brilliant. You've left them in the oven just the right amount of time. Do you want to put some chocolate sauce on?
Absolutely. Oh, yes.
Good sauce.
Nice.
You have a wonderful chocolate sauce, which is really silky smooth. And going with those little shells of choux pastry, which are made perfectly, it's a great dish.
You've got the chocolate sauce on the side, and it gets the person who's eating it to become involved in the dish, and all of a sudden your taste buds kind of start getting excited. Your cream in the middle, really nice and light and airy, and it's a really nicely composed dish.
Got lots of pressure to do well. You're cooking for John Torode. He is a very good chef, so he knows what he's doing. So to get it right in front of him is a big gamble paid off.
To all of you, profiteroles, chocolate sauce, well done.
Now the pressure really is on. You're going to be cooking two of your favourite dishes for us.
Quarter-final place up for grabs. You've got just 1 hour. Ladies and gentlemen, let's cook. These cooks have asked to help them in the MasterChef kitchen, but if they were doing it at home, they really would need a responsible adult with them. Jack, what are your two dishes?
For the starter, I'm doing smoked mackerel pate, and then for my main, I'm doing Moroccan spice rack of lamb with chunky style couscous.
Chunky style couscous. What's chunky style couscous?
Chunky bits of carrots, onion, mixed up well with different herbs and spices.
So it sounds like you're using some interesting spices for your main course.
Yeah.
Do you like those sort of strong flavours?
Yeah, I do. It packs a punch, definitely.
And a quarter-final place would mean what, Jack?
The world, just to get further, and that means I'm a better chef than, no offence, than these people.
Very good, Jack.
Thank you.
Lamb is one of my favourite meats, but you've got to get the spicing right. Too much spice, you'll overpower that wonderful sweet flavour of the lamb, and we don't want to go there.
Corinne, you have a great array of ingredients on your bench. I have no idea what you're going to cook for us. What is it?
I'm making ackee and saltfish with festivals.
Ackee is a fruit, basically usually comes in tins.
Yeah.
Saltfish being salted cod. Festivals, tell me what festivals has got in it.
They're dumplings with a sweetened flavour.
And then what's your other dish?
It's a drink. It's called Sunday Surprise. It's basically carrots, passion fruit, lime and a bit of sugar.
Why is it so important to you to get through to the next round of MasterChef?
So I can show you that I can cook. It's one of my best qualities.
Corinne, good luck with it all. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Corinne is going to give us a taste of the sunshine.
I've never had ackee before, so she's really challenging my taste buds.
You are halfway. 30 minutes left.
Tom, what are you cooking for us today?
I'm doing chicken goujons with parmesan and mayonnaise and sweet chilli dip. And for main, I'm doing smoked haddock and prawn fish pie with saffron-infused cream and spinach.
What's the inspiration, Tom?
Well, I wanted to do something original, but with my own little twist.
Sounds good.
With the fish pie, I decided to add saffron to give it that extra kick.
It's quite a sophisticated flavour, isn't it? It's very strong and very rich.
I've tasted it before in other foods, so I like the flavour, so I thought it'd be nice to do.
Good luck.
My fish pie, but fish pie enriched with saffron. If Tom gets it right, it's the food that's addictive, the food you want to keep on eating.
Sam, what are you cooking today?
Caramelised apple, black pudding, scallop with a mustard and cream sauce.
Wow.
And my main is a beef fillet rolled in black pepper and sesame seeds, celeriac and potato mash with fine tomatoes.
What is it about these dishes that you think are going to bring you through to the next round?
They're really tasty and it takes quite a bit of skill to make them.
What about being a quarter-finalist?
That would be as good as winning it.
We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
He's got to get scallops right, black pudding, apple. If he executes it perfectly, we're in for a proper treat. If it all goes wrong, it's not going to be good. "30 seconds, guys. Really make sure you're plating up at this stage."
That's it, guys. Time's up. Step away from your benches, please.
Jack's starter is a smoked mackerel pâté made using creme fraiche, horseradish and seasoning, served with a side of toast.
Mackerel pâté is one of those things that is either a bit too much or too heavy and too harsh, but yours is nice and creamy and got a wonderful texture, a real good freshness of grated lemon rind. Add to that a little bit of spice, and then you've got the crispy, toasty bread on the side. It's good.
Jack, it's smoky, it's earthy, it's deep, it's well seasoned. I agree with John, you have balanced the flavours beautifully.
Jack's main course is Moroccan spiced rack of lamb, served with a chunky couscous.
You get the flavour of the chilli, you get the flavour of the sugar that goes in the back of it. Your lamb, it's a bit overcooked, if I'm to be really honest with you, and I just think it could probably just a little bit less time in the oven.
Your couscous, really nice. However, I would love if you hadn't had so much liquid in there. The nice ingredients in here are the carrots, the pop of sweetness, and the caramelised red onions in there.
I'm feeling quite anxious about, well, they said the lamb, they wanted more pink, so there's little things I need to pick up on, but hopefully that's enough for me to get through.
Kareen's main course is ackee, a fleshy Jamaican fruit, and saltfish, served with festivals, a Jamaican flat dumpling.
There's wonderful salty fish with that sort of sweet, almost custard-textured fruit of the ackee. Then we've got peppers in the background, sweet but a little bit smoky, and then slowly, but ever so slowly, there's this spice that builds up in the background. It's a tickle of spice, and I like that.
Beyond the spiciness, the addition of just taking a biteful of those festivals, it's kind of mellows things out a little bit. Kareen, you have given me a proper introduction to Caribbean cooking, and I would properly polish off this dish.
To accompany her main, Kareen has made a Jamaican punch of passion fruit, ginger, sweet carrot and lime.
Kareen, I told John that every morning I wake up with an apple, carrot and ginger juice, but this is a new one to me. The addition of passion fruit in there really makes the difference.
I feel like your juice could be a little bit more punchy. I'd like a little bit more warmth from the ginger, probably a little bit more sourness from that lime, just to refresh my palate and clean it so I could just enjoy the rest of the juice.
The judges' comments made me feel pretty good because I was doubting myself and they just reassured me, saying that I actually did do it right.
Tom's starter is chicken parmesan goujons, served with homemade mayonnaise, Dijon mustard and a barbecue sauce.
Tom, the crust on that chicken is spot on. You got the parmesan in there and it's made it really crispy and crunchy. You've made your mayo from scratch. Hats off for that. Your barbecue sauce, there's sweet, earthy, smoky, spicy flavours in there. Really, really tasty. The Dijon mustard on the side, I'm not sure it needed it.
I'm going to disagree with you. I actually like the mayonnaise and the mustard. The crust on your chicken is brilliant. It's delicious and it's got great texture.
Tom's main course is a pot fish pie infused with saffron and fennel.
There's so many elements to it. There's that wonderful sweetness from the prawns. That's what I got first. The creaminess in there, that iron-rich spinach in there. This is a really good fish pie.
Although you promised the saffron cream, there's just a tiny, tiny hint of the flavour of the saffron. The predominant flavours in there, the smokiness of your haddock, and then the woodiness of mushrooms running through the sauce itself. A rich, creamy sauce which isn't overpowering the fish at all. I think it's great. And, again, just shows me you've got some great skills.
Overall, I'm pleased, especially when they compliment it. It makes you feel, like, proud of yourself.
Sam's starter is pan-fried scallops on a slice of black pudding and an apple ring, served with a mustard and cream sauce.
Peppery spice that comes with black pudding is something to behold. Mix that with a scallop, a wonderful thing from the sea, and it's a really lovely combination. But you've got an issue. Your apple is a little bit burnt on the bottom, which is a real shame.
Sam, properly beautiful presentation here. I just wish you'd got that apple just perfect. But otherwise, this is a dish you should be incredibly proud of.
For his main course, Sam has made a fillet of beef rolled in black peppercorns and sesame seeds, served on a bed of celeriac and potato mash with roasted vine tomatoes.
Sam, a bit of a monster of a dish here. You've got that wonderful, big, manly steak sitting on top of that celeriac mash. I'd love your tomatoes just to be in a bit longer in the oven. They should reduce down and become lovely and caramelised, almost kind of sun-dried-esque.
I've never thought about the combination of nutty sesame seeds and woody thyme and a piece of beef. It works. One thing just for future. When you cut a piece of meat and you put it on top of mashed potato or celeriac, it acts like a sponge and it sucks all the juice out of your meat. As tasty as it is, it's just going a little bit dry and a bit stringy.
I think it went fairly good and I just hope that it's good enough to get me through. A bit nervous that they're only able to pick one.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, I think all of us have to have our fingers crossed right now.
Today I've had combinations that I don't think I've ever had before. It was a very adventurous room of cooks.
We had dishes from all over the world. It's going to be very difficult to narrow it down to just one.
Let's talk about Jack.
Mackerel pâté and toast. He got the flavours right. The seasoning was there. There was lovely citrus freshness in there.
The lamb, bejewelled with the couscous, with carrots and onions. Really good idea. Strong with harissa, that wonderful chilli sauce that goes in the back of Moroccan food. The lamb, unfortunately, overcooked, and that couscous a bit wet and soggy.
Definitely proud about myself and definitely excited and a little bit nervous.
Corinne introduced us to the Caribbean. Girl full of sunshine.
I like the flavours of the ackee and the texture, this kind of slurpy sweetness of it.
After that, we had a juice. For me, it needed to be a little bit more of a palate cleanser. It needed to take away the saltiness and that rich fish taste and let me just taste the actual fruit of the vegetables in the drink.
I know if I carry on in this competition, I will learn things that I never knew how to do.
Tom made us a great little chicken starter, crispy goujons, his own twist with that salty parmesan crust on the outside, wonderful and crunchy.
For his main course, he had that really nice and rich, smoky fish pie. I thought this dish was really good.
Tom understands what crowd pleasers are and he can cook the basics very well.
I think I've cooked well today, but I can't be sure whether I've done enough.
Today, Sam blew me away with the presentation of his starter. It was fantastic on that black slate with the scallop on the top.
But the apple underneath was charred and it took away from the absolute beauty of the dish. For the main course, the steak was drying out because the celeriac sucked all the moisture out of it. I think he made a couple of little mistakes because he put himself under a huge amount of pressure.
I think I've done enough, but it's down to the judges, not me, to decide.
There's promise in all 4 of our cooks today, but we've only got 1 quarter-final place.
It's going to be a tough one, but we really have to remember what was the memorable dish. You've done incredibly well today. You've produced some wonderfully delicious food.
4 good cooks, 1 quarter-final place, and we had to make a very tough decision.
Our quarter-finalist is... Tom.
Congratulations.
Well done, Tom.
I've achieved lots of stuff. Definitely get John Torode to taste my food, and he actually likes it, so it's really good.
I've had loads of fun here today, but it would have been even better if I got through.
The new skills I've learned from today is cooking profiteroles and to always taste your food.
I'm feeling ecstatic. I'm so grateful to get through. I'm really glad that they've given me a chance to express more of my passion for cooking.
Tom will be back for the quarter-final when he'll compete with 3 other heat winners for the title of Junior MasterChef. If you'd like to make John's masterclass dish, visit CBBC's Junior MasterChef page for the recipe.